All right, y'all. Hey, YouTube. Hey, y'all. That's my badge. That's me. That's where I'm working. Regency of Wallingford. But I mean, a lot of people. I don't even know. Let me take this mask down because I got some tea for y'all. Like when I tell y'all I got some tea, I got some damn tea. And it's not good because it's like I can't make this shit up. Like, I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be as funny. It wouldn't make as much sense. I mean, it doesn't even make sense now. That's how crazy it is. But yeah, y'all, this is me. This is where I work. I live in Connecticut. I live in Waterbury, Connecticut. Some of you shouldn't already know this because I put it in one of my other videos. But this is Miss Kia right here. So y'all could get a good look at my bitch. She got a little scuffed up, but it's all right. Anyways, this is me. This is my life. It's Serena. It's Serena. It's Serena. It's Serena. I'm gonna have a theme song soon, y'all. But I'm about to take my break in my messy ass car. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's get right on into it. So I'm at work today. But mind y'all, I've been a CNA since 2017 certified, but I started working as a CNA in 2016 when I got my HHA, but I was doing, home care. So I guess you could say I was a home health aide for the first year, and then, I got certified. Even though HHA, they don't do as much as we do in the LTC care facilities, I would say the only thing that we aren't, I can't even say we're not considered homemakers or companions because the facility, even though it's a facility and I come here to work, it's still their home. So I'm still doing, home care, but it's just a little bit more techie, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I work for a whole bunch of agencies. Yes, I'm still waiting for my agencies. I mean, I work for a lot of agencies. One of my bosses just texted me, so it distracted me a little bit. But yeah, I work for a lot of different agencies. I think I probably work for about 5. No, I probably have at least 7 or 8 under my belt. I can't remember them all. I know I work for Gold Star Care, Paramount Health Care, a couple of places. I can't remember everybody's name. Paramount. No, I said Paramount. Solomon Page, and Telly, Clipboard. A couple of places. I work for a lot of different agencies because the pay gets different everywhere you go, and you should always just keep your options open. Like, like I said, I've been a CNA for 6 years, so I wouldn't say I know everything because certain things I just found out about. Like, if anybody ever wants to really pursue getting their CNA, I advise you pay for it. Don't go to no place like Stone Academy or something like that where you're gonna have to take out 10, 15 plus $1,000 worth of student loans for a $1,200 certificate, or like a certificate you could bundle and spend $2,000, $2,500 just to get your certification, maybe phlebotomy and EKG. But the phlebotomy and EKG you can learn once you get into a hospital. Hospitals hire CNAs. It is hard to get into a hospital, so you will need at least 2 years of LTC facility experience. But once you get at least 1 and you want to go to an agency that staffs hospitals, it's a lot easier because I've gotten into a hospital through temp agency twice. So it's really not that hard. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, what is hard about this job, and I'm not going to say it's the hours, I'm not going to say that it's the lack of teamwork, and I'm not going to say it's the lack of help, even though they all play a key role into why there's always going to be a dire need to for people to be CNAs and for CNAs to be hired. Like right now, my job is handing out buku amounts of money, even to agency. Like even agency get the opportunity to pick up shifts for $100. So with a bonus, with the bonus of $100. So even the fact they're offering that to agency staff too, that should really tell you how short they are and how in need they are for aides. So I was working for Clipboard for about a month. I would say that in the beginning, I was kind of scared to even work for Clipboard because I follow a lot of CNA groups on Facebook, and a couple of them there was one girl who posted up there, and she was just like, "Oh, Clipboard is not trying to validate my timesheet." And the girl who signed it is saying she doesn't recognize the signature, and the facility saying that they don't, and the girls who worked with me are not backing me up, which to me is fucked up. That's another reason why I don't want to jump ahead because I'm going to touch base on everything I'm talking about, but it's just like, it's so fucked up. Like, why does the healthcare system have to be so fucked up? It's fucked up. Like, why do you guys, why are CNAs mean to other CNAs? Why are mean CNAs going back to become mean nurses? Why are mean nurses going back to become mean, bigger nurses? I don't know, because really it's everything's geared toward the money, and your education is geared is geared towards you becoming a doctor one day, because they want you to get all these different certs of RNs and stuff like that. Like, you'll literally spend all your life in school, which is why I never wanted to take the step to becoming an LPN, because you can't become an LPN and stay at LPN and be content, because there's always going to be more money out there that you could get if you just add another certification onto your LPN, RN, BSN, BCN, whatever, all these different letters, who knows. But I decided that I'm going to take the venture and try and attempt to go to this nursing school in Miami, because it's 9 months. I get to go to class for 3 days a week, once a month. And I think that is just more feasible. Like, it's just something I could do. The program costs $13,000. 3,000 down. So I'll only have it costs 14, 3 down. So I'll be paying 11 over a course of time, and they want $1,200 a month. So that means that I should be done either by the time the program is or right before. And honestly, that's not that bad. So I'm gonna do it. This can't be my clip from this morning. All right, no, this is. All right, but yeah, what was I gonna say? But either way, the whole thing, it was just very fucked up. Like, why wouldn't you validate for her? Like, and even if you feel like you didn't, it's not like she's trying to lie about her hours. I would say if she lied about an extra 8 hours, even 1 hour, or lied about not taking a 30-minute break. But the timesheet was literally for 7.5 hours. So just pay her. Just pay her. Like, we all know what could happen if we steal money from these companies and stuff like that. Yeah, they got insurances and stuff, but it's not like they take that shit lying down. They will press charges. They will make you pay it back. They will hire a lawyer just like they got insurance for to get the money back without waiting for you to hand it back. That does not mean that they don't got the same insurance that will pay for that lawyer, that will pay for them court fees, so that they can get their little $100-something back. They don't care. So it's like, at the end of the day, they should have just gave that girl her money. Even though she already got paid, it's a simple fact that with Clipboard, as soon as you complete a shift, you get paid. Which is why I liked the app in this first place, was because, like I said, you complete your shift, you get your full pay. So, and I worked a double on Thanksgiving and walked out with almost $800 because they were paying $50 an hour, and I worked from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. that night. So I love Clipboard. I really had no issues with it. I was going to this place called Anthology of Farmington in Farmington. A little assisted living place. Is definitely not ran correctly. There's no supervisors besides the nurses. And the nurses, I think that sometimes some of them leave earlier than we do. And once front desk and the nurses leave, there's nobody there's nobody there. Well, I keep feeling like something's on my lip, or my lip is peeling. Don't pay attention to my freaking little mask bumps and shit. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was working at the Anthology of Farmington, in Farmington for a couple of weeks now, and everything has seemed to have been, doing okay and stuff like that or whatever. I'm going there just about almost every day, and I actually had a good system, set up. I was paying bills, getting stuff done because I was really working doubles, or I would work, like I said, damn near every day, so that when I did make a shift and it was only $150 or $180, I would save the 100 and I would spend the 80 on gas and food, and know that I would get, that 80 back and a little bit more once I worked the shift the next day. Sometimes they even will let you work triples. Like, I'm telling you, if I don't ever, like, if I move out of Connecticut and I move to Florida and I don't ever find an app that is like this, because Gale Healthcare is like this, but I can't work for Gale either because of my attendance with them. But if I ever find another app like Clipboard, I swear to God, I'm gonna do right. Even though with Clipboard I didn't do wrong. That's why I'm making this video. So like I said, I can't make certain things up. So let me just get into it. So the other day I'm at work, and I could say that I did have an attitude. I was getting kind of burnt out of working there because, like I said, nothing's really ever right. The supervisors are gone past a certain time. Most of us in there, most of the, like 99.9% of the time was agency. So a lot of people didn't really know what their role was or what to do. We just learned, going day by day, because literally sometimes there'll probably be like one in-house staff there and they would help out and let us know what we needed to do. But if there wasn't, it would literally be a LPN. It would literally be an LPN from Clipboard and then all these aides from Clipboard, and there's no regular person on the floor at all. No regular nurse, nothing. So we're all just guessing. They're trying to figure out how to hand out meds and get narcotics and certain things, but because they're not a regular person there, it's kind of hard for them to even speak up and say certain things. So I don't know. It's hard even with being an agency person, coming into places. They think that everything's, and fine and dandy because we're making money. But for every extra dollar that we get an extra stress. We got to drive a little bit extra more. We got to put a little bit extra more gas in our car. We got to deal with the shittiest assignments. We have to deal with the shittiest aides that don't want to help us because they're mad because we make so much money. It's like, it is what it is. So I met this girl named Walisha. Why her name is Walisha, I don't know. I don't know what era her mother was from. I think she's like Puerto Rican or maybe Dominican and something like that. But definitely some Hispanic. She looks like she's from the wrong side of town. She has to be Dominican because her hair is kind of like mine, but not like mine, because I have more Portuguese roots when it comes down to my hair. My hair is very curly, somewhat silky. Hers was like that black girl hair, but you could tell she's like mixed with something. Like either she could have been black and Puerto Rican, or just Dominican or something like that. So yeah, like I said, I met this girl named Walisha. She seemed cool. She's a lot older than I am. I think she's in her 30s. I thought she was the same age as me because that's just how cool she seemed. And everything was all right. We exchanged numbers. We're working together to get the shift done, and we leave at 10. Everything's cool. We both smoke. We talk about smoking sometimes, whatever. But come to find out, this girl she's just not at all what I think she is. And we're going to find out when I go to the police station tomorrow, because I'm going to make another video. There's going to be a part 2 to this. Because like I said, eventually, once I get get time and get my bills set aside and get certain things paid and over with, I will be taking this car, my Kia Bia, across Waterbury and across all these towns in Connecticut, and bring you to some of the facilities that I've been through agency and just as a regular employee. Like, I got shit to tell y'all about Abbott Terrace and just about Athena healthcare systems in total. Athena is a bullshit ass company no matter where you go with it. It's just, and I'm not going to jump into it yet, but y'all going to know the story about what happened between me and Athena healthcare systems. So like I said, Walisha, I thought she was cool. We talked about certain things. I wish her the best on her fertility problem because, she talked about how she couldn't have kids. And, when people bring that type of stuff up, and I'm talking about my daughter, I always feel guilty because I don't want God to take away my ability to have kids because he feels like I'm rubbing it in somebody else's face. It always feels weird when somebody tells you about a miscarriage or something that happened to their baby, but your first baby's here and you're talking about them. It always makes you feel awkward. So I felt awkward, and I was just like, it was stayed in the back of my head. So I always was like, she's gonna have a baby. Like all people who told me that they couldn't have kids, I tell them all the time, you're gonna have a baby. Just it'll happen. Everybody because I remember I thought I couldn't have kids because I was on Depo since I was 14, and when I finally did get pregnant, I was 20. I think I was 21, and it just took a while. So I just didn't think I was able to have kids. So like I said, when I hear stuff like that, I try to, be encouraging and real nice about it. Because I do believe that if it's in the cards for you, just at any point in time in life, it's going to happen, even if it's not right now. So, yeah. And even if I'm wrong, at the end of the day, there's different things that you could do. Adopt, even though that's not for everyone. It's just, at the end of the day, you do what you can do. Do what you can do and do what and live your life. But I was trying to be nice and encouraging and be a good coworker type friend thing. And I usually always go to work and leave and not make no friends. That's why a lot of people think I have a bad attitude, because I literally won't speak all shift. I'll eat my snacks. I'll sit in the same room, while we're chilling, waiting for lights to go off, whatever. But I won't speak. And it's just it's situations like this that I tried to avoid, because I've been a CNA since 2016. I got certified in 2017 and started working in facilities. In my first facility, I was 9 months pregnant. I left my wallet in one of the places. Didn't think nothing about taking the money out and sticking it in one of my pockets. My last and only $20 that was in there was stolen, and it was really literally nothing but single mothers that worked there. And this was at Cheshire House in Waterbury, Connecticut, my first job. Someone stole my $20. I go and tell the people, they're like, oh, there's nothing we can do about it because how do we know you actually came in here with $20? It's not like we could search anyone and blah, blah, blah. So me being 9 months pregnant, I didn't have a ride, a way to get home or bus money for that week. I had to ask my mom for money. It was just ridiculous. And like I said, I was pregnant, so it just was really emotional for me to get stolen from. Especially while people could see bold-facedly that I'm pregnant and they see me walk to work. I'll get dropped off by the bus and then I walk the rest of the way to work with this big-ass belly in front of me. And you steal my lunch money. You steal my transportation money. You stole from me. So, like I said, I've seen shitty things. I've had the most shittiest things happen to me ever being a CNA. So, and that's why I don't talk to anybody. So therefore, like I said, I was actually being nice and being cool with Wally. We actually became friends, not friends close where we hung out outside of work, but we was cool. She was cool with a lot of the other clipboard aides too, because one of them even let her drive their car and they got drunk on the job. I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. These girls would get drunk on the job, literally start go to the liquor store, take back a couple of shots, and after their rounds was done and the supervisors would leave the building, all bets was off. They were just, feeling a little buzz and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, no, I can't, because when I drink to drink. I want to drink to get drunk and have fun. I'm not drinking to just sit around here in people's faces and stuff like that. And why would I do that at work? I feel like smoking weed is one thing. If you're not smoking no crazy shit, and even if you were, it's just the most that you would probably be is goofy, but you're not going to not be able to do your job. That's why the whole, don't smoke while driving and stuff like that. You can get a ticket because you're intoxicated, technically. I don't know, because I smoke and drive all the time, and I can't say that it's the reason behind any accident that I've ever been in. Drinking, yes, because drinking definitely, messes up all your hand motion and skills and stuff like that. Your whole body is different. But smoking, no, I don't believe that smoking does that, but whatever you say. Anyways, like I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, weed does mess up your memory just a little bit, because I swear to God, I'm so forgetful, and I've never been this forgetful in my life. But yeah, like I said, these girls are drinking on the job. They got their little vape and puffer pens and all these things, buying weed on the job, all these things. Crazy shit. I'm minding my business because I'm no snitch. Like, I'm not perfect, but I'm not out here doing anything that anybody could really, like, keep tabs on to where they're going to get me in trouble. Like, I might not log that I took a 30-minute break all the time. Or sometimes I would take 20 minutes and not log that in as a 30-minute break because it wasn't. It was a 20-minute break. I maybe did little things like that, like little white lie type things, but I never, 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 like them other girls, will call out for shifts but not call out through the app, and then get their timesheet signed by other people, and then get it submitted and get paid for it. Like, some of those girls were even doing that too. Like, they were doing that type of stuff almost every day, and then telling me that I could do it, and I wouldn't even do it because I'm like, I'm not trying to ruin this job for myself, and I'm not trying to do what y'all are doing. But the job ended up leaving me leaving me anyways. Like, I ended up getting fired from Clipboard Health. And it's crazy because in a month and a half, I already had made almost $4,000 with them. But that's because I was working with them almost every day. And it's like, now that I don't have that income, now that I don't have that way to make money, like, and Telly still pays every day, like Clipboard. So I'm not really too worried, but now I really have to keep Clipboard and be worried about it because I don't have any other options when it comes down to Gale and Clipboard. So I ended up getting fired, and the agency ended up DNRing me, and I didn't know why, because like, I'm like, I've been coming here for a little while now, like, and they were about to hire me, y'all, as in-house staff. But then the next day I come in, and like I said, I did have an attitude because there was just certain things happening that I didn't like. Like, I'm already knee deep in my assignment, and there's another aide coming in at 3:30. The shift starts at 2. So why don't you send the aide that's coming in at 3:30 to the side that needs help when this side is already secure with aides, and the aides are already doing their assignment? But some people there that work at the Anthology of Farmington, they like to overstep their job duties and their pay boundaries and try to make up rules and do things that they want to do. Like this girl named Prim, this Jamaican girl, she swore being on light duty meant that she was a supervisor of the CNAs on memory care, so she was able to redo assignments and redo schedules and do whatever she wanted. Like, girl, no, girl, bye. But then there was the receptionist, Shoshana, or Shauna, whatever her name is, some Morocco white lady. Swear because her family's from Morocco and she's this and she has a half black son that nobody could say the N-word around her if they're not black. They even ran out some nurse named Nina. I wish that I would have gotten her contact information because she was really nice to me, and they even made her feel some type of way. Like, I don't care. I'm name dropping in this video. I really don't care. Everybody's about to feel this shit. Because now tomorrow, what do I gotta do? Because of Wally, I gotta go to the Farmington police station because, like I said, I'm gonna get down to it because this video is getting a little bit too long now. The girl was stealing the whole time from Farmington. I don't know what she stole, and I don't know who she was stealing from. I know that she was moving funny, and I knew that she was doing weird shit, and I knew that she was staying in certain people's room too long because some of them people did have nice things. But I appreciate nice things, not appreciate to the point where I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go and take this, or let me go and take that. They're not gonna notice. That's not the case at all, because they're definitely always going to notice that something is missing and it's something of theirs and it's something of importance. So I guess that they started to see certain things. They were watching the cameras, whatever. And the next thing I know, my account got deactivated because they DNR'd me. And after being DNR'd from, I think, two places through them, because one of my other places that I never even worked for through Clipboard DNR'd me through Clipboard, which I find to be very weird. And when I told them that so they could get rid of it, so it could technically still be one facility that DNR'd me, they didn't say anything. And I'm wondering why they're just so willing and ready to cut ties with me. But it's because there's a whole police investigation into Walisha because she's stealing from the place, and the place wouldn't even call me back to tell me why. But it's because there's a whole investigation going on. And I got to go to the Farmington police station tomorrow and let them know whatever they think I might know. And honestly, and truth be told, I have noticed certain things, but I don't feel comfortable really saying what I have noticed because I've never saw her steal anything. But I have noticed, funny behavior. But what is that really going to lead to? If you guys are already investigating, you guys went through her car and you guys did certain things, what's that going to do? I asked her too, like, why is my name in this? She said, all I did was tell them that we helped the other aide. The whole conversation didn't even make fucking sense, y'all. Because I'm like, I shouldn't have been mentioned at all, though, because I don't even know what you're talking about in reference to we helped the other aide, because we help other aides all the time that we were at work. So when was this and what are you talking about? It sounds like you're lying. And she's like, oh, girl, get the police report, blah, blah, blah. I would have thought I would have been blocked because she went in and told him, even involved my name in it. Like, my name shouldn't be nowhere near this situation because I didn't help you steal. I wasn't around you stealing, and I didn't steal. But my name's involved because you said we helped the other aide. No, you're trying to blame shit on other people. It doesn't even make sense why my name was brought the fuck up, Walisha, with the crazy name. Where's Waldo? Ask Walisha ass. Like, y'all, I can't make this shit up. Like, being a CNA is already hard a fucking enough. And I finally found a job that pays me instantly, every last cent, no taxes taken out, all that stuff, instantly at the end of every shift. And it was helping me with my car payment, my car insurance. I didn't even have to worry about my OnlyFans anymore or anything like that because I was making good money. 38, sometimes 42 an hour, and the cash was in my hand at the end of the fucking night. And Intelli still does it, but Intelli doesn't pay as good. You gotta wait until the other place is willing to boost it up. And as the most you might get sometimes is maybe $33, maybe $36, but it will be at a real desperate time, and you'll have to really be looking for that. And it would just be, like I said, it would just be it's not regular, but it was regular for Clipboard until Anthology of Farmington started to dumb down their pay because they were literally handing out cash. $38 an hour, $40 an hour for CNAs. So imagine what they was giving the fucking LPNs. So, like I said, it's just, I can't make this shit up, and it just really hurts my feelings. It hurts me because now that I'm deciding to be a nurse, it's like, is it really worth it? Like, so many things that could just fall into your lap or fall into your way to where you can't succeed or even work in this field anymore. And I'm going to waste $1,400 on my license, and it could potentially be snatched away behind dirty, nasty, disgusting minded people who work in the same company as me and want to tear me down because these people, what they did to Nina there, they were saying she was taking some of the drugs that she was supposed to give to the residents. They said she was, that she peed on herself, that she was calling some of the aides black bitches, all these crazy things that just something that she wouldn't do, even though I didn't know her that long from what I knew of her because I thought I knew kind of Wally. But the fact is that, come to find out, this bitch got a history of stealing and stuff like that, and nobody knows this. Why are these places doing background checks and not getting rid of these people who do stuff like that? Because the fact is that they're still opening doors and making certain stipulations for people who steal or have certain things on their record. No, if you got any type of negative finding, you should not be able to work and be a CNA, because now look, she's making the rest of us look bad. And I got fired for what? I'm a whole single mother, and I'm fired now from this job that was actually helping me get somewhere. Like, I was going to make $300 on New Year's Eve Christmas working. $300 flat at the end of the night. Do you know how lovely that would have been to put an extra $300 back into my account after spending all this money for Christmas? And now I don't even have that opportunity anymore. It's just not fair. The whole situation just was not fair to me. And I'll never trust or talk to anybody else at work ever again. Ever. And it sucks because it's like, if you don't make your friends at school and you don't make your friends at work, where do you make your friends? Because right now I don't have any. But, it is what it is. I guess I'll continue to be friendless and go about my days. But it's really not even just about that neither. It's just like I said, it's just hard to be a CNA and work in this field because you got so many catty, nasty ass bitches working as CNAs, and they have no right. They don't need to be working as CNAs. They don't have a right to be. And it's literally all they're thinking about is the money. And I'm not saying that I'm not thinking about my financial gain, because I am. But I also do have a sense of liking what I do. And I know what I'm doing. I know you